Hello viewers and welcome to your program when I talk to the camera with me Konnah Sesay. This is the program where they for bring can to you stories about different communities, the challenge them with the people in the face and how they can do for relate with the stakeholders and that community they are so for see that them bring remedy to then challenge them they. Last year and a couple of months back, we be bringing us stories about villages up the mountains. Today we can work out to the Councillor Zakaria Kanneh for Ward 395, where now responsible for Gloucester, Leicester, and part of Regent Village. We dey talk to them today about some developments and way don't bring cancer in people them ever since we be the councillor. Some challenge them way in people them be the face. We now discoveries them what we do couple of months ago. We want for no from what in don't do in regards to them challenge them day. And inside this year 2022, what are the plans we get for in people them? Let we listen to Ramasi share with we the stories about in success and challenges. Hello sir and welcome to this interview. Please introduce yourself.
Yeah, me na Councillor Zakaria Kanneh of Ward 395 inside Constituency 112. I cover Leicester, Gloucester, part of Regent, Commander Farm, Frabe College, and tree planting community.
Alright. As a councillor, one of your roles and responsibilities now for represent you people them now council for development issues. Let we talk about over the years from where you don't take up this position. What are some of the developments and we don't kind of your communities and where you govern?
Thank you very much. Now, such a very sensitive question you ask. Well, if I can give a throwback to what I don't do, the first thing I before liaise with me people, and one of the reasons that we elect we get for romance with the people and represent the well council. So one part of the thing that I be do, and secondly, now for make a functional and workable office when I don't meet me so. Now ward offices that they build them right across the country for councillors, but you go now to so many not in use. But me go tell you say my own office functional and operational. So and that now one thing I be promising people say I go make my office more administrative. Most of me meetings where I want for meet with various partners or people now then they come, even the American government, the British government, the Chinese government, and so many other partners now I can meet with them for find a way forward for development.
When you talk about development, you get for do a lot with waiting the people and want that the communities, and we're gonna make the communities conducive enough for them for stay. You know how you can do for able to get that information and from the people them say as you say you get that kind of relationship with your people them so that you go able for bring the kind of developments and where the people them go appreciate.
Thank you very much. As I tell you, development like process, and you get certain things away you really get to follow before it come. And like where I tell you the first thing I before romance with people. And part of my needs assessment where I do, I would tell you say the first one way ever, then be always a race to me. Now do I get for do to water before it can out to health, market, school, and so many other things, roads. So but as I tell you, say a process, so don't they on them, and I don't they follow up, and I don't they represent the well council, and at the same time I don't they advocate and lobby to international and local partners, and even the government as a whole. As I tell you, we come for do it water way. Every community now you go across this country, apart from my own locality, go tell you say water now a key necessity for them. So water business I don't they push and we don't they succeed. The first one way the Guma Valley Water Company be support me with now for count some tanks where Gloucester get, Leicester get, tree planting and even IMAT when this water trucking, but not still sufficient because of the deployable condition where we don't put to environment and so in terms of depicting the community by the cutting of trees and the hazards that will happen. They make water business very much stronger because the catchment all don't be go away. Not to government directly come and destroy the catchment. Now we say and how for redo the catchment there, how for regain the water catchment them by planting trees and other things. It's very, very difficult. As I talk to now, Jesus on a World Bank we come on meet you we can discuss on the historic sites for Leicester Peak. We don't do on over a year now and the project on the council light. And part of our water business can be any key. So they look into that. You can't road, you now go see the Leicester Road, we come on Berry Street come till Leicester. If we don't go through right through Gloucester go Regent, but unfortunately enough money not in our government are now from which we don't advocate for. So a part of one they choose for do half force when are from Berry Street to Leicester Junction, and that project will be supposed for last for 1 year when at this month and that project for last. But unfortunately the contractors where they engaged don't tell me say government not pay them yet.
All right. Let me talk about this road in particular. Yeah, as you they say, it's supposed to last for 1 year. At the starting point, initial point of the agreement, was it that now for make them stop halfway on at the full construction of the road? Then for we do.
Yeah, as I say, the full one, based on money we know they, na half of an they can do. Then they do from Berry Street to Leicester Junction. Then they get for do the internal road same inside for a big college. Then at the first phase of this project. But even the first phase are now, they're not able to donate it. They don't go far per the work, about 60 to 70% to go with it. They say money no they right now, they don't even go above waiting government for give them. They don't go ahead for spend some money. But then say they don't lack money now, then they expect government through the SLRA for give them money for let them continue for done. Now this month the work before done, but unfortunately not get for happen because money not there right now. So then say don't stop the work first, then they wait until government pay them before them continue.
Alright. When you talk about road, you talk about market structure and all, and especially the market structure in community centers. Now, one key thing we people can normally cry for now communities. So let me talk about the Gloucester Community Market Center. You know, when you go around the Gloucester community, you hardly find a marketplace, suitable marketplace. What you can say about that?
Thank you. With regards market and community center in Gloucester, the first thing I can always say, we self need for own up to development na any locality. The first thing we would on the fight for when me come in as a councillor, the first thing we push for, now forget land we go there for social amenities. It has always been a problem from past until now. We don't engage ministers after ministers for ensure we get that. Because like a council now we're in charge of social amenities and then a locality. But the first thing you get forget land. Like now you want for build a community center, you get for then a side where everybody will be able for access. Fine one. And no go in a corner where people know they able for access. The first thing a land 9 force will be done say. And I will tell you say the Edman way they Gloucester. And we don't in so many meetings. Even before this year, they done. Now, this same office means, we don't talk on that and come up with ideas how things will happen. We cannot all together for it for government. How we go come up with ideas for a community center and other things. A place where we don't identify, don't come up with strategy, how we go do for let us start and government or other partners then go come in. Everything you get for create initiative for let things happen. And me know this don't say until I wait for the government council until all this. So we don't get the issues and they will not even forget the actual land spaces. We don't advocate to government. Even quite recently, there's a portion of land will be the fight for let at community land and for let add day. It was 7 and coaches they don't go. It's about 3 or 4 now. We are aware of. So if you know they get then even council where they can do development for any development partners, what if they ask for that land? They know they can and buy land for you. Then they come and you for provide that. Then they can do and once they officially say this is a community place. So we now part of the thing and that. And me representing council there and directly the government, the needs of the community, really, you ask me, wake me, send a net, I will tell you all. But how you want let things happen, not to say they happen. There are processes, you go lobby, you go this, then go bought it. So it's just about you get for be yourself and continue for lobby, not to one way it talks until it happen. Think they know you go advocate for until it go take 2-3 years before it can to pass.
As you did talk about the cordial relationship where you try for build first with you people them now the communities, in any communities you get different stages where power they transfer, yes, and every community leaders them they where they report directly to now the councillors them when they demand them. So one go wonder with this one we get for do with the place outside them go build the market or the community centers them the land, how you can work hand in gloves with you demanding and then different communities there so for being development come.
Well, Nariti, I just don't tell you. The first thing, the village head, we can to one of the core responsibility now for be the traditional leaders of the community.
So you feel say this responsibility lies mainly on the shoulders of the demand for Finland?
Now them like anything council want for can we get engagement, we get stakeholders engagement any side. If then don't allocate say that this place we don't get to for so and so amenities, then from then they begin look out for partners they go come and do. Not all thing council can do for himself. Like what you get now the council they talk about the district development plan. We call the district development plan like partners they want go build market, they want go build school. Now from the council look say no, well this community not get this logo so and that don't happen. Like for market, not for Leicester or Gloucester no more they want for can build market. The market where they na council inside now for look inside what 395. because the whole of 4395 no get any official market. Forget a land space. Like we look at the IMAT area where they also develop a other thing, people ask for that. But no land not the when a government land or other thing we will build market. We would also look at the tree plant in axis or the Leicester axis. We would look at a spot where will be accessible to all man. That one day they part of we financial year budget for a market, a modern market. And a secondary school, they part of her. But the first thing, now we get a land that you don't know now, say, now we get for this development. So even when people can cry, for example, you go tree planting now, they always cry, we'll not get this, we'll not get that. But we ask, now we the land, they know they. Pass go be table for, but that's a for collect property. If you serve anything one for happen, they will get for engage them constructively, for let them self understand, say, this way, that. But you know, they go there by force. So these are the problems, say, what we they get, where people know they understand. Say, council no can do this, council no can that. But if you really, because we got for own up to community. Once you have to appreciate me people for a lot of community development projects where they go in a selfless project where people are then they put their money, they can't to road construction, they can't to so many things about they do. Now people them. And part of we law or the act, the local government act, section 23, make and clear be that we for engage with people for do communal work. So communal work is very, very essential into anything. That's how they engage with people. But not all till they wait. Now we for come up with initiative, at times we people for come up with initiative and we build on them. Then that they go help we for grow and for develop with communities.
Right. When you talk about yearly financial development project and plans them for you people, we don't start the year 2022. Briefly tell me what are the plans?
Well, like me, as I tell you now, as you watch, the community center will be registered. Na rehabilitation they try that na self-help project, and we also they look forward for a modern market way for we build now what 395 and a secondary school within the financial year budget na council, and we also they expect this other project the Leicester Peak touristic improvement, touristic sites, when a World Bank and Ministry of Tourism they can do. Then Guma Valley say get a project where for can improve on the pipe network and other things away there. All longer for happen overnight. We also don't engage government over 4, 10, 20 years back for the Gloucester Road. The Leicester Road already there on now. So it's just a process. You know, there are other self-help projects people, and right now there are so many self-help projects away. The coordination they on, all we need for doing now for provide the leadership, but the community people are willing, and that's we know the shy away from, and we always support that and give them we own political or leadership backing.
Alright, so finally, when you talk about roles and responsibilities allocated to aid man or community people, the different communities and where you they aid, what will be your message where you left for your people them?
Well, me own people, we are all one within a locality, and even the ministers, the presidents, the parliamentarians, and so many others. Where you come to development, now any locality, the champions of it are the councils. And who is representing the council in the community? Now the councillor. But I will tell you for free, like a me own community, I want the president of this Republic of Sierra Leone, say so. The president of this Republic of Sierra Leone. Like for me, I get over 13 full ministers, not deputy within my ward. But they are not doing anything. They are not engaging. People feel say everything get for the politics or becoming the APC, UDSLPP, so not for work together or this. The community now one. After politics, you go to development. I don't engage so many of them for see how we collaborate for our development. I will tell you for free. I don't call names now. They are not supporting. Then look and say, oh, this is SLPP, this is APC. And me, where you come to development, politics are the pusher far. When they come for politics, we go there. But once they destroy the fabric of development in this country, now the way we call politics, when really, where APC can take us say now all for APC people and no more, where SBP can take no. We for don't go away from that. When it comes to development, all put hands together and therefore see that the right thing happen. So now one thing I mean not the compromise at all, and I will take for free. So for that, I will continue for push until the right thing happen, and it happen. So me no go tire for tell people and say this development that this community will all need for put hands together for a right. So me the stakeholders in this community, not only Leicester, Gloucester, but all within the world 395. Let people in the diaspora, people in the way very much influential, but they are not influencing development for Kamna, the locality. So me they beg them, let put your party business aside and let think development. Now that's always made on the say. But you go to somebody who tell you say for free, me na SLPP or me na APC, and no. We don't pass that stage in this country. Now that make Africa countries that we do so like the likes of Ghana, Nigeria, then get them political fight or religious fight. But we come to development, you see them they grow. But we take everything to politics. And me, I will continue for hammer this. And even the president of this Republic of Sierra Leone, I think the interface of the people not there. Because most of which thing they go tell and they mislead them. And it don't show clearly by this thing we come up recently in this prison. It don't show clearly. So if instead they get consultation with the local authorities or the councils, they go forget the fact. But most of which ministers they go tell in a cabinet, it's not the truth. Me, I will challenge them. It's not the truth. They know they get her from the people. So really, then they for represent them. But you know they come. So let's create a forum where they go the interface with the people. For example, we past president began what to call the OGI, where now the Open Government Initiative. Maybe they meet with the ordinary people, get them views. But this government or the president not create any platform like that where you go forget to view directly. Let us say talk exactly what thing they happen. Not just the ministers or other parastatals the way they represent that they talk to directly. So you know they get the impact to the people. So me Danny, I'm not afraid for talk any side. The president need for calm down to we the ordinary people and hear it from we. Now he make things can this country for now. So because you know they get the view of we. Then man they now then get the fear them to carry the whole thing inside. They don't care. We're gonna host AC there, they don't care. We would live with the people. Would they take transport like them? Would they take Okada like them? So we know the problems of the people. Then no minister not there will tell me exactly say how them people they feel now, so they feel. No minister not in this country. Because they don't get insecurity, get this when next guy go they don't know say get man we get gone. So they don't care. So we know the problem of the people. We go able to tell His Excellency the president who they represent in this country. But now one of the missing gap down is. So for me, I just want to continue to tell me people and say yes, we are very much committed for the development come na this locality, but we all need to get a concerted effort and we all need to think outside of the box and let us all use the influence that we'll get for let things happen. And I want to tell and say we are with them and we love them and we thank ourselves way actually they send this out because I don't get a lot of you not to the first time this one I don't come like talk to the camera. I will tell them for free say talk to the camera. Don't they do a lot of things? I don't they see a lot of programs away, a lot of community zone. I don't they enter and they don't they create an eye opener. For example, when I become film the Gloucester REC school and somebody all the way overseas see they can donate chairs, they can so talk to the camera yourself, they help in development. This is not development. So me want to say thanks to Ona. Leone no fail for do it una they do not continue for them. Then they go really help for development Masalon.
Plenty thank you to you.
Thank you so much.
Councillor Zakaria Kanneh, where they cover about 395, don't tell we about some development projects them where he bring council in people inside the year 2021, and also don't make references to some things them and different meetings them where don't they all within a demand them as in say themselves get part for play for bring can development that then different communities them where they govern. He don't telling people them about the plans where it gets for them inside the year 2022. Stay connected to Sierra Network Talk to the Camera as we get for to bring you more stories about different communities and what's not the response way then councillors get for in regards to the challenge them with the people in the face. Remember say me we bring you the program today. My name is Konnah Sesay. So we meet back to a new episode of Talk to the Camera. This is Tata.